Almost every World War II film you have seen misleads you about tanks. Not small fibs. Big, noisy, physics-breaking nonsense that would have gotten real crews killed in seconds. The same armor myths have been recycled for 8 decades. Millions now think that is how armored warfare worked. Time to pull the pin on these myths and toss them out. Myth number 1. Tank duels were high-speed chases. Think of Fury. Shermans sprinting across fields at 40 miles per hour, blazing away on the move. Pure invention. Here is what actually happened when a tank fired while rolling. It missed. Again and again. A Sherman creeping at 10 miles per hour had less than 1% chance of hitting a stationary target at 500 meters. The German army decided moving fire wasted ammunition so badly they banned it, except in emergencies. Real engagements happened at a walk or at a complete stop. Crews preferred to risk enemy fire rather than throw away precious shells. One veteran put it bluntly: "We would move, stop, aim, and then fire." Hollywood sells NASCAR with cannons. Reality was closer to chess played with your life on the line. And that famous gyro stabilizer? It kept the gun roughly pointed while rolling. Nothing more. It did not turn tanks into sharpshooters on the move. Myth number 2. One hit means instant fireball. In the movies, a tank takes a single round and erupts like a gasoline bomb. Turret flying, crew gone in a heartbeat. The truth is quieter and uglier. Most penetrating hits did not explode at all. American studies showed that only about 15% of knocked-out Shermans actually burned. The majority were simply penetrated. Fragments scythed through the crew. The vehicle stopped. No towering flame. Just a hole in the armor and death inside. Even the Ronson nickname, "Lights first time, every time," was only partly true. Shermans tended to burn when their high-explosive ammunition cooked off, not because the fuel caught fire. By 1944, wet ammunition storage cut burn rates to under 10%. Try filming that. A hit, no external show. A dead crew you never see. Not exactly box office. Myth number 3. Tank guns punched through buildings like paper. Watch a typical battle scene, and shells sail through 2 or 3 walls to kill a tank hiding behind them. Real guns did not behave that way. When a Sherman's 75mm shell met a brick wall, it detonated on contact. The blast could blow open a hole, but the shell did not keep going like a rifle bullet. German 88mm rounds showed the same pattern. Crews learned fast that a single brick wall could stop any tank round. Urban fighting meant firing high explosive to collapse structures onto enemy positions, not threading shots through buildings. One panzer commander noted, "The Americans thought we could shoot through their cover. We let them believe it. In truth, we went around." Myth number 4. Tank crews had great visibility. On screen, commanders stand tall in open hatches, taking in the whole battlefield. Inside, gunners track smoothly through spotless glass. Reality was near blindness. A buttoned-up Sherman driver peered through a vision slit about 4 inches wide. The gunner's periscope showed a view the size of a dinner plate at 100 meters. A commander spinning in his cupola could miss an entire enemy platoon 200 meters away if they stayed still. German trials showed buttoned crews overlooked roughly 60% of visible targets because they simply could not see them. Why did commanders risk sniper fire and stand up anyway? Because the alternative was fighting blind. One put it this way: inside was like staring through a toilet paper tube. Outside meant snipers. We chose snipers. Myth number 5. Ramming was a real tactic. Films love the dramatic smash. In actual combat, it almost never happened. Perhaps 3 documented cases across the entire war, all desperate or accidental. Physics says why. A 30-ton Sherman slamming a 45-ton Panther at 20 miles per hour would cripple both drivetrains. Tracks would tear. Transmissions would shatter. Crews would be concussed or worse. The Sherman would end up immobile, parked in front of an enemy gun. That is an extravagant way to die. Soviet manuals specifically forbade ramming except as a final act when the tank was already lost. The few real rams ended with both vehicles disabled and crews trading machine gun fire at point-blank range. The unglamorous truth? Tank warfare was slow, terrifying, and methodical. Crews fought half-blind, fired from halts, and often died without spectacle. Most fights were decided by who saw whom first, not by cinematic duels. That does not sell tickets. So the myths roll on, and fiction hardens into memory. The real story, the math of survival, the positional chess, the mindset of men sealed in steel coffins, is far more compelling. It just does not come with a convenient fireball.